As I leave the restaurant, the satisfaction of a good cup of coffee lingers, but a mild annoyance sets in when I realize Carrie didn't immediately pay me for the gig. However, his prompt text about the payment going through alleviates my concern, though the delayed transaction still strikes me as curious. Spotting an unattended NCPD patrol vehicle nearby. The allure of a quick experiment with my newly acquired Damon programs is too tempting to resist. I decide to test the waters, deploying a few light quick hacks to distract the cops and create an opening for me to slip into the patrol car. It's a playful moment, a reminder of the power at my fingertips, and I can't help but feel a sense of satisfaction as I take control of the NCP vehicle.
Roger. Requesting additional backup. Dispatch, do you copy?
In a city where chaos and opportunity coexist, sometimes the line between the two is a matter of perspective. What's certain is that my growing arsenal of skills, both solo and niche running, offers new avenues to navigate the complexities of Night City.
Suspect has evaded patrols. Resume search immediately. All units in the area, order has been restored. All units instructed to return to patrol.
As I roll through the gritty streets of Night City in the NCPD cruiser, the police radio crackles with a call about a stolen vehicle. It's not exactly a high-priority emergency, and I navigate through the less savory parts of town using the police scanner to stay ahead of potential trouble.
Formula 25 David to that 1039 at 1773 East 12th Street, can you add?
Anna Friedman's call brings a momentary jolt of reality, a reminder of unfinished business from the shadows. The biomonitor from Katya, the Russian double agent, is a piece of the puzzle I need to address. The intricacies of the espionage world, the double dealings, and the need for discretion are all part of the game. It's a stark contrast to the gritty streets and gangs of Night City, but in this world, obligations linger even when I'm trying to navigate the chaotic urban landscape. As I acknowledge the task, a mental note to tie up the loose ends soon. The relief of being done with the business in Dogtown is overshadowed by the awareness that the shadows still cling to me, and obligations from the past continue to echo in the present. Night City, with its layers of intrigue, never truly lets you escape.
There's someone in the roof throwing bricks. We have a perp wearing a black jacket and a black hat. They're white. See if you'll stand by unless you have a body. You have to check a call back.
The familiarity of being in an NCPD cruiser brings back memories of my youth, boosting cars for Kurt. It's not my first time in a patrol vehicle, and I marvel at its somewhat outdated but still effective design. The cityscape around me is a chaotic blend of neon lights, towering skyscrapers, and the ever-present urban decay.
12th Street. Someone is throwing brick from the roof of the building. You reckon?
The realization hits me that despite my efforts in working for Regina, tracking down cyberpsychos, and investigating gang incidents, I haven't been getting paid for my services. It's a stark reminder of the complexities of Night City, where morality is often a flexible concept. The NCPD itself, a supposed enforcer of the law, is riddled with corruption and compromised loyalties. As I navigate through the city streets, I acknowledge that if I get stopped, I can always use Regina's connections to smooth things over.
If you'll stand by unless you have a body. You have to check a call back.
Five charges en route to 496 Broadway. Do you have another assignment there, Central? What's the job you have in that location, Jeff? That's recorded along, okay?
As I crouch behind the NCPD cruiser, my JXE Kenshin pistol in hand, the chaotic scene unfolds before me. Officers engaged in a shootout with Maelstrom goons, a familiar sight in the volatile streets of Night City. Regina's notification about a potential Cyberpsycho sighting in Maelstrom territory lingers in the back of my mind, heightening my senses. I decide to assist the officers, a test of both my combat and nesh running capabilities. Drawing upon my upgraded nesh running build, I upload daemons into the Maelstrom goons, aiming to disrupt their cyberware and gain an upper hand. The cops remain focused on the immediate threat, seemingly unaware of my arrival and intervention.
Surround her!
I'm trying! Fuck! From behind! Go around!
Let me at her!
Come on out! Out you come!
The cold, tense air is filled with the stench of gunpowder and the distant hum of neon lights. It's a typical night city skirmish, but there's an added layer of complexity with the potential cyberpsycho threat looming. As I weave through the digital landscape and combatants alike, my thoughts are a mixture of readiness and anticipation for what lies ahead. As I navigate the labyrinthine alleys of Maelstrom territory, a chill runs down my spine. Maelstrom, with their disturbing fascination with outdated and grotesque cyberware, presents an unsettling atmosphere. The quasi-religious cult vibe they share with the Voodoo Boys adds another layer of discomfort to the surroundings. The memories of my previous encounters with Maelstrom members, particularly the Cyberpsycho incident, linger in my mind. Brick seemed to harbor no ill will towards me after the incident at the Tottentons, but the same can't be said for all members. There's a palpable tension in the air, a reminder that Night City's underbelly is as volatile as ever. Spotting a few groups of Maelstrom goons, I decide it's in my best interest to avoid unnecessary confrontations. The Tottentons incident left some hostile sentiments towards me within the gang, and I'd rather not stir the hornet's nest. Stealth becomes my ally as I slip through the shadows, leaving the gang goons undisturbed and focusing on the impending cyberpsycho threat Regina flagged for my attention. Approaching the Cyberpsycho location, the contrast between the lively block party and the grim scene ahead strikes a chord. A pang of nostalgia hits me as I glimpse the carefree youths, a stark reminder of a life that might have been mine if not for the choices leading me down a darker path. The atmosphere shifts as I encounter lifeless bodies strewn across the street. A fallen corpo, a casualty of lapsed trauma team coverage, lies amid Maelstrom gang members. The chaos hints at a violent clash, leaving me pondering the events that transpired. Amid the wreckage, a faint sound catches my attention. A muffled cry or mumble emanating from behind discarded trash. Curiosity and caution intermingle as I approach the source of the sound. My mind races, wondering what awaits me in the shadows and contemplating the unpredictable nature of Night City streets. The contents of the data shard shed light on a disturbing episode within Maelstrom's ranks. The internal strife, manipulation, and sadistic punishment inflicted on one of their own lay bare the volatile nature of the gang. Hoof's collaboration with Royce and the resultant torment of the gang member who supported Brick reveal the insidious power dynamics at play. As I contemplate the situation, the thin line between cyberpsychosis and the brutal impact of intentional cyberware modifications becomes increasingly blurry. The man's descent into madness raises questions about the ethical boundaries that gangs like Maelstrom willingly cross in their pursuit of dominance. It's a chilling reminder of the ruthlessness that pervades Night City's underbelly. Carrie's messages bring a mix of confusion and curiosity. I can't quite decipher his motives, whether he's seeking reassurance, trying to relive the past, or perhaps even something else. It's like navigating through the complexities of a relationship that's layered with history and unspoken dynamics. I respond neutrally, unsure of what Carrie is truly after. There's a sense that he might be trying to prove something, whether to himself or to Johnny's lingering presence within me.
What? Where? Who am I? I can't remember.
Happens after initiation.
Initiation?
Yo, is he gonna be okay? Fucking fine now. Motor skills are looking pretty shit too.
The scene with the crooked NCPD officers and the aftermath of their dealings with Maelstrom only further highlights the tangled web of corruption violence that permeates Night City. It's a stark reminder that even those tasked with upholding the law are not immune to the city's pervasive criminal influence. The uneasy alliance and subsequent fallout between the crooked officers and Maelstrom goons underscore the chaotic nature of the power struggles in Night City.
You want something, fucker?
As I slip away from the area, I can't shake the feeling of discomfort that comes with Maelstrom territory. The gang's unpredictable and grotesque approach to cyberware, coupled with their quasi-religious tendencies, create an unsettling atmosphere that I'd rather avoid. Plus, Night City, with its complex interplay of factions and interests, continues to be a place where danger lurks around every corner.